What is up, Jabronis? JJ back here with JoeyWerk, our long-term friend or enemy, dare I say. Holden Kushner is finishing up or wrapping up the MLB DFS show. So, yes, we won't get his best bets to start the show, sad to say. Joseph, I like the gear today. We got the little Guardians hat, kind of. And is that a Braves shirt?
No, this is aisle 23, my brother's sneaker store.
Nice.
It says it on the back. Yeah, aisle 23. But the hat is growing up since I was 9. We were the Howell Indians. And my brother's team is still playing as the Howell Indians. So, you know, I do have a lot of Indians hats. I know they're going up in value. I'm not getting rid of them, and I will still wear them.
Nice. I like it. I like the fat logo. That's
yeah.
Definitely appealing to me. What's up, Carlos, Chuck, Eric, Kager, Eric? Joe, it was a good show. Rest in peace.
Did you guys already start? Did you?
Holden, it's 12:06. Yes, we started.
Well, I told you I was the DFS. JSU doesn't shut up. Hold on, let me get this camera going here. JSU doesn't shut up, so his show went long, and then that makes my show go long. I got to take a pee too, so I mean,
yeah,
you know,
go to the
I shouldn't have even come in.
When you're
but
ready.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you do this.
What
all
game
the
are
time.
you on? What game?
Or you could be a real man and just piss your pants, and we could just keep doing the show like right now.
Oh man.
No,
I'm doing
Go to the bathroom, bro.
No,
Next time, don't come on until you're fucking fully relieved of yourself.
Stop
right?
it, Joey. You're going to stop the stream.
Go to the bathroom. Get out of here.
Double streams.
Come back.
Anyways,
we got an hour.
Gentlemen, where are we right now? What happened?
We haven't even started. Go to the bathroom.
Oh, we're not on the air?
Where are we?
No, it says we're live. It says we're live right now.
Oh my God. All right. You're welcome, Jordan.
Go take a shit or a piss. Whatever the hell you have to do. Take a breather. And now he's wondering what the hell happened again. Yeah. Holden, you were kicked off the show, okay? You were kicked off the fucking show, okay?
Oh my God.
The guy just comes in here like just rocket launchers every time.
Oh my goodness.
How are you going to be on the show for 2 minutes and be like, oh wait, are we even live? I mean, could you imagine?
Yeah. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. He did this last week, did he not?
He's like a diva. It's just like he's got a lot of diva-like qualities to him.
Yeah, go to the bathroom before you come on the show. It's all right if you're a minute later, bro. It's okay. We haven't started. We're just saying our hellos. I got some fucking lemon ginger tea. Pinky's up.
I got a latte. I switched to lattes now instead of macchiato.
You'll be shitting before the end of the show.
What was the one guy? Are you guys from Hackensack? I'll tell you this. Hackensack's about 15 minutes from me, Chuck. So
that's where my uncle lives, in Hackensack.
Yeah, I fuck with Hackensack.
Yeah.
Eric, Adam, Steve, Anthony. Look at this, Holden. Lucky you. You got another follower. Lucky you.
Holden's talking on mute. Like, what is going on?
It's such a disaster.
Oh, my goodness gracious. He's still talking.
Holden, no one can fucking hear you, okay?
Are we on the air yet? Yes or no?
Yeah, we've been on the air, you fucking...
The whole time, even the peeing conversation?
Yes.
What the fuck? You can't just go on the air and tell somebody and then they pee their pants and it goes viral? Come on, man.
This is what
you came on first. That's what you said.
Holden goes on all the DFS shows. He's
hey, I did have a conversation I need to have with you guys first, and then we can get into your winners, okay? I was doing a show on the DFS side. DC, I don't know if you know Draft. He drinks Folgers coffee, which is easily the shittiest coffee in the world. What is the coffee that you guys prefer? And I'll judge it, because if you drink shitty coffee, I might just have to get up and leave. Not that you'd mind, but
so I drink Rook coffee. Do you know what that is?
No. It sounds fancy.
That is no.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. But if I don't have any Rook, I'm not gonna lie. The backup is the Folgers for when I have company over. I bring out the Folgers, and you know what? It gets the job done. Okay, and that's all that matters.
I had it for the first time last week. I was like, "Get me away from this stuff."
Look,
JJ, we know you love to take a shit in the morning because of your macchiato. Anything in particular?
No, but I will slightly agree with Joseph that Folgers is some of the best dirt out there. It's high quality. It's high quality in the sense that if you're inviting people over, especially pikers, force them to drink that shit. I mean,
hikers.
What I mean, unless you're pouring it from the bottom of the pot, nobody's gonna notice the difference. And if you're
a hiker,
and if you're such a coffee aficionado, the fuck you doing at my house drinking Folgers? Go, bring your own coffee, bring your own brew.
I wouldn't drink that swill.
Our
I'm
guy,
gonna sink a guy, Keg. God damn it! I don't. Isn't that like the powder stuff?
our guy Janed said he's rolled up some Zaza and a cup of Folgers. He's ready to roll.
What's Zaza?
You put some coffee creamer inside of any coffee, and you can't even taste the difference from it. It doesn't.
True.
True.
I mean,
it is true.
Look at these people slumming with Folgers. I mean, this is amazing. Once you go and get yourself some chock full of nuts, that'll really get you going today.
Hey,
you like it?
When times are rough, chock full of nuts.
Times are rough. You got to go with the. I disagree with you 100%, but whatever, man. Whatever. We got a little slate going on here today. Before we get into these actual games, JoeyWerk, can you talk to me a little bit about this slate and any games that really stand out to you?
Now, let's talk to us about how Uncle Dunkle and JoeyWerk started June. How about that?
Oh, that's even better. I had to send out a tweet. It was
17-6 to start June. Okay?
Yeah.
Fucking take it out, swing it around. Now's the time.
That's true.
Yeah, it's been a good start for us, definitely, and hoping to ride some momentum. Obviously, as the weather gets a little warmer, we've been running pure for sure. It's been nice.
JJ, this is the problem. Like, and Tony talks about it all the time. You're like, I went 10-0, big deal. It's like, fucking, you went 10-0, dude, or 9-0, or whatever. Fucking tell everybody. You know,
I feel like I did. I feel like I made.
I doubled my unit yesterday. Thanks for losing 2 out of 3, dickhead.
I won 3 out of 4, so we made up for it.
Yeah, you did.
Joey had my back yesterday.
Joey took care of you. I mean, seriously,
it
has been a nice run. It's been a very nice run.
It's been very solid. I hope it never ends.
Yeah, let's keep it up. I mean, I got so many bets for you guys today.
Cool, wonderful.
You're going to be wanting to bet the other way. You're going to make so much money betting Oppo me today, except for my lock.
Holden, yeah, can't wait. Holden's hair looks like he recently dyed it again. Like, is it just me?
Fuck you guys! I haven't dyed my hair in over a year. I hate you guys for saying that.
It's like a metallic black. Like, that's not a natural black.
Yeah, no shot.
Yeah, not a chance.
God, you guys are the worst. I don't even know why I do this.
Holden's got an appointment at the saloon once a week.
No, I'm going hiking on a glacier today. I told the other guys that it's going to be an amazing day. So not too bad. You can try and bring me down, but it's not going to happen. Let me go find the bets that you guys made and then go to the other person first on the game that you guys bet. Okay. Yes. So we'll make sure we get that going. And then that's it. Like button on the YouTube, right?
Yep.
First game of the day. That will be Arizona and Pittsburgh. And I don't even have to tell you anything about it because JJ has a bet on the Pirates and the Diamondbacks. You've been killing the Diamondbacks team total this week. Let's go do it again. But that's not the bet, is it, JJ?
No, it is not. Yeah, I really like this game over 7.5. I know we bet the Diamondbacks over Friday night, which was a nice solo vid winner. And then I got off the game yesterday, and obviously the hits weren't there yesterday. But I do like these guys to get foot traffic again today. It's the warmest day of the weekend, or the warmest game of the weekend in this park. And like I said, this park has actually played more neutral versus a pitcher's park this season. Yet they're still hanging 7.5s at this park. Now, Gallen's been really good. And we know, he can stifle a lineup like Pittsburgh for sure. There is a little bit of a time gap here, though. This is an early start for Mr. Gallen, per his standards. And I like what Pittsburgh's been doing with their sticks. I know yesterday they didn't do enough or much at all, but now they did the Diamondbacks. I think today's a nice little bounce back spot for run opportunities in this one. And look, we know Zach Thompson has been quite egregious to say the least. I don't necessarily love. So I bet this before the lineups came out. I don't necessarily love what we've gotten from the lineups here. I mean, but with that said, I'm already invested. But look, I mean, let's just be objective, right? Like Pittsburgh's lineup is not what I was hoping for. I'll tell you that. Their lineup's not exactly great to begin with.
Hey, listen, I hit 9 straight bets. I don't give a shit, but I did put a bet in today and both lineups suck. Come on, JJ. Come on, man. I already tailed this. Make me feel good.
I'm just being honest. I'll feel good if it catches. Tell you that. I do like the Diamondbacks lineup though. I'm a little deterred at what Pittsburgh put out today. But it's the risk with betting Sunday overs. I think we know that Sunday lineups are often a little skewed. But needless to say, it is Gallen. I'm expecting more runs on the D-back side anyway. So I think with the ball carrying, with the warm weather there, if we can get a few free passes, I think a few balls leave the yard, and I think we get this over.
Okay, very good. JoeyWerk, I don't think you want to throw anything in there. I'm just a little depressed right now. That my $100 unit is going out the door. It's a fucking shame.
Yeah, but it's okay because you have a few locks today.
Yeah. Oh, I do have a few locks. You know what? It's Sunday, so why wouldn't we bet overs all day long? Right?
Sure.
Especially at minus 3,000. Okay, let's get to our next game here. What game is it? Who the fuck knows? Cleveland and Baltimore. A couple of gas cans. JJ, gas cans. Plesac and Kramer, the pitching matchup. The total, huh?
Yep, keep going, sorry.
Okay, total's 9. We're all good here. Anybody got to play on this, JoeyWerk? I don't see it on the pick sheet.
No, but I mean, Plesac is basically the last 5 years. Plesac's the 5th worst pitcher on this slate today. Guy gives up hard contact out the ass. The thing that's I kind of wanted to bet the Orioles, but their lineup is watered down. As JJ said, a bunch of lineups are watered down. Their lineup is watered down. Kramer has been great this year. He pitched 9 innings thus far. I think he started 2 games and 1 game out of the bullpen in AAA. 9 innings thus far. No earned runs, 18 strikeouts, and 2 walks, averaging 2 strikeouts per inning here. This will be his first start in the majors this year. Obviously, last year he was in the majors. He struggled mightily. Obviously, and also he's going against this Indians team or Guardians team that barely strikes out. I do lean with the Orioles, but this is just a pass.
Just a pass altogether. Angels, Phillies. Did they? We got
JJ about that game or no?
Huh?
You want to ask JJ about that game, or you don't care what he says to say?
I don't know. Does he have a bet on it?
I do not have a bet, but I will say that I think Zach Plesac's one of the pitchers that runs the purest in all of Major League Baseball. With that said, when I like to bet the Orioles, I like to bet them against guys that struggle against right-handed bats. Plesac's actually pretty good against right-handed bats. He really struggles versus lefties. So yeah, I don't love anything about this game. I know I went to the Orioles team total well yesterday, but not going back today.
Angels, Phillies. JJ, there's no bet on the board here, but I think it's worth the conversation. We still don't have the Angels lineup, but Sandoval's pitched fairly well. Gibson's going home now, and the Angels have lost 10 straight games?
Yeah.
Is that JoeyWerk 10 straight games, buddy? That's brutal.
They're not very good. They started the season off great. Everyone was, hopping on them, rubbing their nuts, and they're really not that good, guys. They got 3 hitters. Their freaking pitchers are all bad. They don't have any good starters. I mean, they got maybe a starter and a half. The bullpen's buns. They're just going to regress, and they're not going to win that division. That's for sure. They might not make the playoffs. You can get them not to make the playoffs right now, like plus 250. I'm not totally against that, but I am a Sandoval guy. Not gonna lie, big Sandoval guy. But Philly's top 10 in basically all offensive categories versus lefties, and they've been smacking the ball. Last 2 games, they smacked the shit out of the ball. I was on the Phillies not yesterday, the day before. I was on the Phillies first game that Joe Girardi got fired. Figured a little bounce back there, and they smacked them 10-0. This is another game. Phillies are past. I do like Kyle Gibson, old reliable. Basically, guy continues to get the job done here. So. Lean is with the Phillies, but nothing official.
Nothing official, JJ?
Yeah, same thing. In the Phillies as well. I always like Gibson at home. The guy just gets outs. I mean, he doesn't strike out. It's never sexy, but the guy finds ways to get outs. Question for you guys. What do you think about the Angels with one of their biggest issues, I guess, kind of being their pen? Their starting arms haven't been great either, but what do you think about Ohtani? Maybe a full-time bat every day and he becomes their closer.
They should do that.
They're not going to do it because he don't want to do it, but that's not a bad idea.
He's got legitimate closer stuff because his strikeout rate is ridiculous, and he still gives up a tremendous amount of hard contact. But all his peripherals say that he should be a closer, not a starting pitcher.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. You should call up Joe Madden, make it happen.
He's got a good point.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
He's got a very good point there.
My people call
Holden, do you have his number? Can you give it to JJ?
I can get his at least an email for him if you'd like to email Joe Madden. I don't know if he uses email because he's pretty old, but you know what? I bet he does use email.
Yeah,
probably does.
He's not that old.
Like button would be great. Few games into this slate, JJ is just so excited to plug the site. JJ, everybody's on fire in baseball. The NBA finals are going on here. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. How amazing is this site? Probably the best ever.
Yeah, up there for sure. RunPureBets.com. Bet 25, I'll get you 25% off. And as Joey mentioned, we're really hot to start the month of June. Looking to just keep, rolling into these coming months. And we're not far away at all from college football and the NFL, which is always a fun time of year. NBA playoffs, obviously winding down with the championship spread. And Tyler, just keep up the good work there. And even on the tennis end, I'm excited to get back into the grass swing after this clay run. So you're going to see a lot more from me on that in that respect. And then Kegger with the NASCAR and the live and the UFC show. It's just all around. Again, we cover all the major sports for a low price every month. So yeah, I mean, check us out. You get access to the Discord, you get access to all our analysis, all articles. So the whole bit. And look, if you're already a DFS member, just code GetBets. You get a free month on the bets end. So it is, free.
Yeah,
that means you don't have to pay for it.
Correct.
Yeah, Kegger killed the live UFC event yesterday as well.
Again?
I went on and hung out with the guys for a little bit. Couple hours, we pulled the trigger on the Mets money line plus 165, even reverse run line at plus 250. Fucking to the bank. Sorry,
Love
Johnny
it.
Nelson.
What?
Johnny Nelson was the only one that bet against the Mets. He took the Dodgers. He's a Dodgers fan. So all of us were on the Mets. Johnny took the Dodgers. Gotta give him a shout out. He's gonna wear a Mets hat the next show. That's his payment.
All right, boys. I gotta go bet the other way. Bet in a minute. Did we do Minnesota Toronto?
We did not.
Okay, so why don't you start with that one?
All right, so we got Smeltzer versus Goldschmidt, right? Yeah, Smeltzer versus Goldschmidt. Smeltzer's advanced numbers, not very good. Basically last 5 years, almost 100 innings, almost a 5 xFIP. He has got the job done thus far this year. ERA under 2 in a couple starts. I think he has 3 starts this year, but this is heavily, I'm not going to take – I lean with the favorite here in Toronto, but I'm not going to lay minus 250 with Toronto. I'm not even going to lay them minus 1.5 at home. Obviously, under-overs at 8.5. I do probably expect runs. The Blue Jays offense has started to pick up. They are getting the job done, keep scoring runs, and they have been impressive here. Goldschmidt, I honestly, if Goldschmidt gets a couple good starts, I'm not totally against taking him to win the Cy Young as well. He's like at plus 9-1 now. Obviously, he hasn't exactly got the run support. 2.5 ERA. He's a 5-3 ERA. He has 3 losses. But now that this team has turned the corner, I expect some more wins out of him. And he continues to strike out a shit ton of batters and pitchers deep into games. So the lean is obviously with Toronto, but I cannot lay the number. I don't want to lay a 1.5 either. So it's a total pass for me.
What do you want to do here, Mr. JJ Apricina?
Yeah, we know the sport ebbs and flows, right? The Blue Jays, I think, have now scored 6 or more runs in 8 of 10 games. This team is absolutely smacking it with the sticks. And Smeltzer, coming from the left side, it's just a tough spot start for him on the road. Again, against a team that's really finding their stride. But we see this throughout up and down the season with certain teams. The Blue Jays were kind of tilting before this recent stretch, but they got their sticks back. I think the line is a little fat for Goldschmidt, but man, good luck if you're fading the Blue Jays in their current state, because I feel like you're getting peak Blue Jays right now. And, like I said, God bless you if you're fading them.
God bless if you're fading them. Boy, that was a great breakdown right there, JJ. Very, very good. Very good. It makes me feel very spiritual.
Such a tough scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm going to repeat one thing past that.
Holden didn't hear anything either of us said.
No, I was trying to figure. I'm going to be honest with you. I tried to finish up my DraftKings.
I finished talking. Holden's like, that was very good, JJ. It was very spiritual.
Well, I heard the end of it.
No, he repeated your last line as he normally does.
Toronto team total over 4.5 ? That would be from Johnny Nelson. What do you think, guys?
I personally really don't like to bet home team totals over with big favorites like this because of the lack of the extra at bat. But again, I won't be betting it under. That's for sure. Like I said, it's a tough team to fade right now. I personally won't be making that bet, Jonathan. But I can't fault anybody for making that with the way the Blue Jays have been hit with the sticks.
Yeah, if there's any bet on this game, that's probably it.
I need to go back to my play. We went past the game and I didn't get my play. Guardians over 1.5 runs today, minus 3,200. Book it. I will continue to be undefeated. This is my shtick, and I'm going to stick to it. You don't think I place these bets? I have to call the sportsbook managers to get these bets in. Yeah, they laugh. They do. Yeah, they laugh a little bit, but I put $32 down on this one. Guardians over $1. Huh?
32 to $1.
Yeah, $32. Like I said, we start hitting. We get to around 25. We start feeling like we could break even and make a profit. We got out to 30. How many have I got wrong of these, Dunkel?
0 to date.
Yes, right. We're plus 1/40th of a unit. So things are going well so far. We've got another game to go to. And wow. What do we want to do against Corbin today? Washington, Cincinnati, Luis Castillo, Patrick Corbin. Corbin's just been god awful, and then he pops up and has a nice start once in a while. Right-handers against this guy just seem to crush him. What can we expect out of Corbin today?
I mean, when was the last time we popped up and had a nice start? I can't remember.
All right,
The guys on my fantasy team, he continues to get fucking negative points every week. The guy sucks. Corbin is just I don't know exactly what happened to this guy, but man, thank God the Yankees did not pay him $160 million that he asked for, because this is the biggest waste of money I've ever seen. If he wasn't getting paid this much money, he'd probably be cut already. But I do expect they're playing in the Great American Small Park. I expect runs. Castillo pitched great his last start, but that was the first start he had not allowed a run. So I do expect the Nationals to score some runs as well. Obviously, this total got bet up. I think it was opened at 9. It's already up to 10. So my lean is with the over. I do expect Washington to score. I definitely expect Cincinnati to score. I'm not going to make anything official here. Lean is definitely with the over, though.
JJ, Uncle Dunkle?
Yeah, so when I do like to back Castillo, it's usually at home and it's in warm weather, because the dude's peripherals, for whatever reason, in weather like this and at home, are just incredible over his career. However, the Reds minus 190. No, thank you.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
No, thank you. So I think that
8 fucking wins, minus 180, 18 team. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so I mean, Corbin's been bad. This line to me should have been about 160. The problem is that, man, back in Corbin, like, I think if you're going to bet the Nats today, just bet their team total over instead, because you figure Corbin's going to give up runs today. Granted, he could pitch well, I guess, but as Joey mentioned, the dude is just a slot reel in a negative way. So it's been tough in that respect. But yeah, I think that Castillo off a really good start. He isn't in his element today. But this is a big ask of them being this price. So I think if you want to bet the Nats, or you want some equity in the Nats today, I think bet the team total over instead of them, because it's hard to fathom, this being like a 2-1 game or a 3-2 game in favor of the Reds. So that's my take. But no, I don't like anything bet wise for it.
All right, today's player prop: Brandon Drury over 1.5 total bases, minus 110. Hit that at BetMGM. He's got a shitty lefty on the line at the small park. That's a minimum double.
Now, are you going to credit Big T for that, or are you just going to steal?
No, he steals shit from me all the time, so I steal shit from him. He'll admit it too. He'll admit it.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
He'll admit it, JJ. He'll admit that he listens to stuff.
Big T's play of the day is Brandon Drury.
That was not his play of the day. That was not his play of the day. His play of the day was some other shitty Reds player that's probably going to go off. So Brandon Drury, and he didn't give this bet, JJ. You want to try and discredit me? Fine. But don't tail my minus 3,200 lock of the day when it's going to pay off.
Don't make me give another minus 3,200 for this show.
At least Holden listens to Big T.
Well, listen, JoeyWerk's about to give his official play here, Carlos Diaz.
Yeah, I haven't given any Carlos yet, but I got 3, so they're coming.
Giants, Marlins. Let's go, Joey.
Yeah, Giants, Marlins. So Jacob Junis basically going for the Giants. He's basically been a journeyman his entire career. His ERA is almost 5 his career. xFIP last 4 years, 4.31. He had some success this year since coming over to San Francisco, but regression is definitely coming. His last start, he pitched 4 1/3 innings. He only had 5 swings and misses the whole game. His advanced stats are showing he's getting hard hit, allowing 478 slugging percentage against, barely striking anybody out. And Braxton Garrett on the other end, this will be his first start of the year. He did start 6 games in AAA, 28 2/3 innings, only 11 earned runs, 26 strikeouts. I'm not really overly confident in him because he did struggle last year, but I think he pitches 5 innings, gives up 1 or 2 earned runs, which will be great. This is a watered-down San Francisco Giants lineup as well. 7, 8, 9 are basically automatic outs. Wilmer Flores in the 2. I'm not exactly scared of this lineup. So Miami definitely has the better bullpen as well, better lineup going. Miami's bullpen is actually really good this year, 3.74 xFIP on the year, and San Francisco's bullpen has been used heavily these last few days. So give me the dog. Official play will be Miami Marlins plus 105 on the money line.
JJ, my sense is you have nothing credible to add to this. Is that true?
Correct.
Nice shirt, by the way. As if we couldn't tell that's your last name. Jesus.
Thank you.
It's an Apricina. Where'd you get that one at?
He got it at, where you go to the mall and you ask them to make a shirt.
Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Did you order it online?
My father gave this to me. He had a bunch. He had a bunch made, and I'm just repping the family.
I think Jake Degenerate.
That's all I'll say on the matter.
I think Jake the Degenerate is lost on the whole shtick over here, Jake. Are you actually trying to gamble this week? You know what? You're not lost. Yes, 3,100 is a very risky bet. So you're right. Minus 3,100. Jake the Degenerate. I just got it. Good job. The next game goes to JoeyWerk too. That's on the list because it's the White Sox and the Rays. And just logic would say, hey, the White Sox in Tampa, no way they could do it against Ryan Yarbrough, but they are facing lefty. And then JoeyWerk says he does think that they can get going. So JoeyWerk, why? Why do you like the White Sox?
Well, hold on. Can you just explain why the logic says they can't get it done here in Tampa?
Because they're in Tampa Bay. That's the only reason why.
What did they do? They beat them last night.
Yeah.
I was on the White Sox money line last night. They won.
How many runs did they score?
They scored 3. It was 3-2 White Sox.
Okay. How many runs?
Now they're going against the lefty called Ryan Yarbrough, barely striking anybody out. His advanced numbers are poop. So my best bet here is White Sox team total over 3.5 via BetMGM. I'm exactly not sure what I'm going to get out of Giolito. So that's what I'm kind of afraid of. I do think the Rays score some runs here. I'm just not exactly sure. Or he could shut him down. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to get out of Giolito. So normally I would attack a first 5 here, but instead I do think Gio is going to give a couple runs up, and I trust the Chicago lineup looks, decent as of late. This is basically the lineup they've been trotting out the last couple days. I definitely expect them to get some runs here against Yarbrough, the lefty, slow throwing lefty, barely striking anybody out, giving up hard hit rate. And 3.5 is basically a short number for this White Sox team. Obviously, they've had trouble the last couple games. I think they scored 3 the last 3 games in a row. But before that, they were scoring 4 runs almost every game. They had I think 10 out of 15. They scored at least 4 runs. So I'm going to take my chances here. I do think they get to Yarbrough, and he'll have a quick leash here. Yarbrough maybe pitches 4 or 5 innings total, and then they go to the bullpen. Obviously, Tampa bullpen is pretty decent, but I think we get attacked there. So my official play, White Sox team total over 3.5, minus 105.
I mean, all your plays are just back to back here.
Yeah.
JJ seems like he's very locked in on the show. So JJ, would you like to add anything to JoeyWerk?
No, I would not.
Do you remember what game he was just talking about?
Yes, he was talking about hold please. Rays and White Sox.
Wow, he's typing in the fucking plays in the best
bet. He forgot.
Wow.
He forgot.
All right.
Short-term memory is a problem. Short-term memory is a problem for me. I'm currently investigating it with my doctor.
Don't even start.
Point for Holden.
Wait till you get your 40s, dude. If you're already having those problems in your 20s, you're really screwed once you get to your 40s. It's over, JJ Apicina. Oh, boy. So the next one was Joey's again. We've got the Padres and Brewers. Our guy was going, where's Joey's picks? We only got JJ pick. Well, here you go. You got another JoeyWerk.
Yeah, here you go. Here's my third and last final best bet on the day. So basically it is Padres Brewers. I was on the Padres money line yesterday. I'm going back to the Padres money line. Padres money line plus 114 via FanDuel. Another best bet. Clevenger, he had his best start of the year his last time out. 5 scoreless in Philly, 0 walks, 5 strikeouts. And, if you can get in a groove, this Padres team is going to be tough to beat. They have an awesome pitching staff. Let's not discount those bats, too, without missing Fernando Tatis still. But back to Clevy, so in his last 5 years, 381 and 2/3 innings. He owns a 3.63 xFIP, which is basically 6th best among starters on today's slate. He gets a Brewers lineup that not many people are afraid of, including me, and Eric Lauer on the other end. He's been pretty good. His surface numbers are pretty good. But basically, if you check the team Aaron Ashby pitched yesterday, right? They are quite the same. Lefties, not exactly overpowering. And they gave Aaron basically some fits. So, and Lauer's last 2 starts, he did have some trouble. He hasn't made it out of the 5th inning in either of those starts. Allowed 7 walks in 9 total innings in the last 2 starts. And as I mentioned, his advanced numbers show regression is coming. 45% hard hit rate, allowing a 468 slugging percentage against this year.
Damn.
Give me the dog, the better lineup, basically a toss-up at starting pitcher. Give me the dog, Padres money line plus 114 via FanDuel.
Oh, love it. JJ, can you add anything to that?
I think Joey was talking on the Padres game, and no, I won't. I don't have anything.
You have just completely been out of the show today. What is going on? Seriously, dude.
I'm just trying to add to the fun, Holden. Settle the fuck down.
Are you drinking pickle brine, Joey?
No. It's ginger and lemon tea, and it actually tastes great.
It's good for you, huh? You like that stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot to give you my favorite first 3 innings play today, Joey. You're gonna love this one. You're gonna want to tail it. 100%. Go the other way. O's Guardians over 2.5 runs, first 3 innings. How do you not love that one, JJ?
That one may lose. That one actually may lose.
See?
Are you sure you want to risk it all on that bet, Holden?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a lot less than minus 3,200.
What's the line? What do you got?
Minus 110.
Oh, wow.
Holden, you're undefeated on this show. Do you want to risk it all? Do you want to?
I don't give a fuck. What am I worried about? If it loses, what am I going to do?
Philly said he's not a baseball guy, but he likes winners. Well, you're in the right place, Philly.
Yeah, Phila.
Sorry.
All right, so here's where we are so far, JJ, just because you're out of it today and you're not listening to us. Guardians over 1.5, minus 3,200. Same game, over 2.5 runs, first 3 innings. JoeyWerk says it's going to fail. Brandon Drury over 1.5 total bases. And the big one's coming up,
bro. You're not taking over the show. Me and JJ are 17-6 in fucking June. You're coming on here giving
Who's undefeated on this show, though? You guys have lost.
Yeah,
I have not lost.
Minus 4,000 fucking picks.
I mean, there have been some non-minus 4,000 picks here, right around even money.
Two total on the fucking year.
You know what? This is how you should be doing it, JJ. You just hear.
I think this segment should be.
That is not true. That is not true.
You were.
That is not true. I did not steal that play. He liked him.
You're stolen.
I could have picked Nick Senzel.
You have any ski masks? Holden's stolen play of the day. Brandon Drury over 1.5 bases. If you want to know the original source, go to a guy named Anthony Wayne Niehaus.
That's fucking bullshit, JJ. Fucking bullshit. And then the other thing is, JoeyWerk, did you hear the passion that he said? We're 17-6. We're the best. You, on the other hand, you don't want to plug the site. At least JoeyWerk does that.
I am plugging this site. I'm a relatively mellow individual. It takes a hell of a lot for me to get fired up.
What does it take? What does it take to fire you up, JJ? Let's find out.
I don't think you really like literally like the game against DC in basketball. I was like emotionless.
Yeah, he needs some alcohol. He needs some alcohol to get him fucking fired up.
Oh, trust me. I seen him with some alcohol. He was not fired up. The dude literally had to get carried out to his room.
Quite the opposite. I was like a zombie.
I mean, I've never seen anyone as fucked up as JJ was in Nashville. Oh my God.
Joey, I was getting dragged.
Literally. His girlfriend was like, or now wife, oh, please help us out here, because the dude could not make it through the front door. There was 4 people that carried him up to his room. It was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Had better days.
Good job. You weren't really fired up there either. You were just basically not even cognizant.
Joey is right though. There's a happy medium to it. You know, the right amount of alcohol. I can definitely get a little exuberant.
Houston, Kansas City. JJ, there's a play here for you, pal. That's all the people want is your plays.
Yeah. So I really like this spot over 9. I got that minus 120 at DraftKings. Yes. So over 9 here. Now this total, like for Royals Parks at Kaufman, I don't like to bet totals that get to 10 at this park. However, 9 with warm weather, wind blowing out to left field. And look, Framber Valdez, I like him a lot, but look at these lineups. Like you're getting basically opening day lineups from both squads here. And the Royals, if there's one thing they have, it's good righties. Valdez has been good versus both sides of the plate, but ultimately, I think in the warm weather, this isn't exactly an easy start for him. And on the other side, Heasley, the kid they brought up from their farm system a few weeks back, he has been really struggling with both sides of the plate. This is a big ask of him in this spot to pitch well. As for bullpens, I don't love the pens from either of these teams. I just think in a game where you're going to get really warm weather in this park with wind blowing out to left field, I think it's a big ask of these pitchers, and I think you're going to get some foot traffic and certainly some balls leave the yard today. So love the spot here, over 9, minus 120 DraftKings.
Anything to chime in on, JoeyWerk?
Yeah, if I may add, John Heasley is my worst ranked starter on the slate today.
So do you just want to go alt line Astros over 8.5 runs to just cover it themselves at plus, probably 1,200? Okay. Are we on the air still, JJ? Can we start the show? We on the air or what?
I'm not going to respond to ignorance.
Yeah,
what I will say is, yes, Jake, appreciate you. This channel does deserve way more love. Thank you. I'm gonna assume you meant a V there. I don't know.
Love.
We're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it at that.
I don't know what Los is. Latte? Is it a latte since you're Italian? Is that what he was saying?
No, that wouldn't be. That's not. No.
Okay. Very good. Well, nice spelling. And Jake the Degenerate, what's with the smiley face thing? It's kind of, is that a smiley face?
Yeah, he's laughing, bro. Jake's the man.
Well, it's not laughing. That's just smiling.
Jake's
getting a hand job. That's hand job face. That's what that is. When I'm like texting my girlfriend, I'm like, here, I send her that. And she's like, oh, hand job. Yeah, I'll come over.
Could you imagine Holden consistently asking for hand job? Like, is it the friction? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, right.
I must say it is worthless. It is worthless, really. Yeah. It's like you can't do it as well as us.
Come on.
You know, this is my guy over here. You can't do shit. But anyways, Jake the Degenerate, thank you for the hand job emoji. What the fuck is that? Now, what is that?
That's got to be the blowjob. She's got glasses on.
Don't get it in my eyes, so I'll wear some glasses.
Exactly.
Is that what that is? Okay. A couple more games. Seattle, Texas. Let me go look at the big board here. There is no Seattle, Texas play. Is it because this game sucks, JJ?
So I did want to go back to the overwell here, but man, that game was so tilting yesterday. Like it couldn't have been more wrong in terms of foot traffic. And today, I'd argue you get better pitchers. Now the total is less than yesterday, so that helps. But Kirby's been, good on a strikeout level. He has been a little poor versus right-handed bats, and the Rangers have been really smacking it with the sticks. I don't even know what to make of Martin Perez. Like at this point, if you've been martingaling him to have a shitty start, it has been a rough year for you. I know I did it about, I think 2 months ago or a month and a half ago where I was fading him a bit. That didn't work out well for me. I don't know what is going on with this dude. The stuff he's throwing is the same. So I just don't know when it's going to happen. But he consistently seems to throw well. And his advanced stuff isn't bad either. This dude just kind of like refound himself. Kind of reminds me of when he did this a few years back. I don't know if it was with the Rangers, but I feel like out of nowhere, he started throwing really well for a short period of time. I forgot what team he was on at that point.
The Red Sox.
It might have been, where he kind of like refound himself after struggling for a few years. And we're kind of like right back in that. So I'm at this point, I can't keep fading him. So that's why I got off this total. But yeah, if I would have bet this total over, but I've lost too much money on Martin Perez. And Kirby's been good. And again, the strikeouts have been good. Could definitely get a bunch of whiffs today from the Rangers. So I opted to stay away. As far as the line at minus 130, again, fade Martin Perez these days at your own risk. So I stayed away.
Colorado hosting Atlanta today. I just got this is an interesting Braves lineup here. So it's Morton and Feltner, Rita Felcher, and it is Acuna in right field. So he's back out playing the field, which is good to see. William Contreras, who's been crushing the ball. Ozuna's out, Duvall in left, Olsen batting cleanup. This is an interesting lineup, guys. JJ, any thoughts on this Braves-Rockies game here where, lately we had a run of overs. Now we got a couple unders that have been coming in Colorado.
Yeah, just, typical Sunday fashion. This game probably scores 100 runs today because I know, Joe, you like the over Friday. I like the over last night. We didn't even seem close. As for this game, though, look at the lineups. You got Cron sitting, as you mentioned, Ozuna as well. This Braves lineup still, you can barely even notice Ozuna's not even in it. It's the lineup's that good. They have that much depth. But on the Rockies end, it's been tough. You have two good arms that have been throwing well. Feltner's likely has regression coming. Morton likely has progression coming, but is it going to come in this start? Probably not. I can't after betting a few overs in a park that I liked, in spots that I liked, I can't just now turn around and bet the under. But yeah, similar to the Texas spot, I wanted to bet this game over, but again, it's been hard to watch this series thus far with these bats, so I stayed away.
Joey?
Yeah, I agree. I definitely lean over. Morton's I expect him to give up runs here. His ERA is almost 6, and on the road, his ERA is almost 7. He's getting rocked on the road. Obviously, no favors here in Coors Field, and I'm not very high on Mr. Felton either. So I do expect, no matter who Atlanta trouts out there, I do expect some runs, or Feltner, my bad. But his xFIP is almost 5 as well in the short sample size that he's been in the majors. So I do expect runs on both sides. But as JJ mentioned, we backed the over the last 2 days, and we're not on the right side. So this is just a total pass.
All right. 3 games left.
Did you want to add anything to that game?
Huh?
Yeah, you looked like you wanted to get
some.
Like
you were ready.
I'm
to give us
a total 2 at this point.
Now I got the
Braves lineup. I don't mind it. I mean, of course, like we've had 2 unders here. So how's today going under? Tell me. I don't know.
Well, we had an over, under. So this is game 4 of the series.
Yep. And then the other thing is, are the Braves going to sweep? Do they get a sweep here? I mean, that's not the easiest thing to do. And Colorado's been decent at home. I mean, you look at some of the stuff, especially over the last 3-4 years, they've been really good at home with shitty teams.
Yeah, but, I'm not against taking the Rockies plus money if you want.
What is it, 125, 135?
Yeah, probably get about 130, 135.
Did you fart?
No, I was about to sneeze.
Oh, okay.
I kept it away.
like that, JJ.
Joey just slapping sneezes away with
I thought he was like smelling. He's like, I don't know if I like it or I don't. It's all right. But he had to sneeze, really. Okay, it's good to know that. You didn't sneeze, so why don't you talk about Boston and Oakland here? Frankie Montas, Rich Hill, 7.5 total. I mean, why do we want to mess
I'll just say one sentence. If I had to take a side, it would be the Red Sox. I don't care who's pitching. If you're betting Oakland as a favorite here, this team has 20 wins, 20-35. God bless. But JJ has an official play on this one, so we'll go to him first.
It is 1-1 now, JJ Holden, after Holden made that flub.
Yeah, true.
JJ is on the board.
You have a play on this game?
On the board. 1-1.
Let me find it. Hold on. I did X out of the plays of the day because I was like, I'm done. I already put them all in.
Here come the excuses, Joseph.
What game are we on here, JJ?
Do you remember? Know what fucking game?
Do you remember?
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
Yeah, it's the fucking Red Sox.
Hold on, don't tell him. He doesn't know.
He has a play on the game. He knows. He laughed right as you said it. He laughed because he knew you went to me first.
He does probably know. Excuse me.
Dodgers, Mets.
Yeah. You want to go to Dodgers, Mets? Okay. Thought you had a play in the other game.
I do.
Why don't you talk about it already?
Yeah. So this series hasn't exactly played a whole lot of runs. However, back-to-back games, I believe, have gone over here. Today, you get another, poor weather game in Oakland. Frankie Montas is a guy I really like. I've liked him for years, and I like what he's been doing this year as well, especially against right-handed bats. We know Boston's pretty heavy on that, and Rich Hill's been getting canned his last few starts. But good for him. He's basically facing like the worst offense in baseball. And I know that Oakland on their end does bring to the table some decent right-handed bats, which could frustrate Rich Hill. But again, Rich Hill is going to be in a big park today, which is going to credit him or help him a bit. I just think the runs that have been in this series just have not been near enough. And it's 7.5 here with these two arms. I feel like we're getting one of the better pitching matchups of this series. And the total is like basically as high as it's been all series. So just based on principle alone, I really like this under. Now, granted, and also the bullpens haven't been getting the top tier bullpen arms haven't been getting big work in this series either. So I think if this game plays out low scoring, 2-2 late in the 6th, 7th inning, I think you're going to see the best pen arms from both teams. And both teams don't have excellent pens, but again, this park has played brutal to bats this year. So I like the spot here for under 7.5. I know the series has gone over a bunch of games now, but this is a spot where I like it to go under.
Gene, you live in Vegas? My buddy just moved back to Colorado from Vegas. Says you guys are running out of water. Plus, it's a fucking cesspool. Get out of there, man. Get out of Vegas. It's the worst place in the world.
I agree with him, though. Oakland should move to Vegas. Make them
fun. Oakland should move to Vegas?
Yeah, the Athletics. Nobody fucking goes to the games anyway. No. Make them fun again. Move them to Vegas.
Yeah. I still want Montreal. That would be the best place to go see a game. That place is amazing. Even though they all speak French.
We don't need any more Canadian teams.
Why not? Because they're communists up there? Yeah, totally agree.
Half the guys can't get in.
No, you're right. There's guys having to sit out because stupid idiots up there. Mets and Dodgers. Williams, Urias. 9 is the total. 2 of the best teams in baseball going. I hope we get a playoff series with these two teams, JJ. I don't see anything on the sheet here with the Mets and Doyers. So why don't you say your piece?
Yeah, don't love anything here. I will say I was very overweight on my friend Walker Buehler last night. That was
Joey. Even after Joey put the Mets on the sheet,
that was. Well, I don't know what time you did that because I didn't see that. I built my lineups around 5:00. So if you did it after that, then I missed it. But I don't remember seeing them early. Was that a later ad?
Yeah, that was right after. I was on a live show with them, and I was like,
okay, so that makes sense. Okay,
so that's guys.
Yeah, if I saw that, it would have made me second guess a little bit for sure. I went higher on Buehler because I didn't think he was going to see much ownership yesterday, and he didn't. But it didn't matter. But needless to say, tilting start from him yesterday. But the bats have been going for both teams. The Mets have been super impressive, all things considered. They're dealing with their 2 biggest aces out for an extended period of time, and they just continue to churn out wins. When those 2 come back, watch out. And who's going to want to play the Mets in a 7-game series with them too, especially if you get to see DeGrom 3 times, hypothetically? Urias has been good, but this is another tough ask. I mean, both teams are plating runs. Both teams are hitting really well. I don't like Trevor Williams, though. But the line to me, again, I think that, with the line being at 175, it's more or less indicating that we believe Urias and Williams are somewhat equal pitchers because the Dodgers have a lineup edge. The Dodgers have a bullpen edge. The Dodgers are home. I don't buy the fact that Williams is equal to Urias, but I was wrong yesterday. So I'm going to stay completely away today. But yeah, fun series. And to your point, Holden, yeah, hopefully this is your NL Championship Series.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I like it. Rematch of 1988, JJ. Were you alive in 1988?
No, I was not.
When were you born? Are you a 90s kid?
90.
You were born in 1990.
90.
Good talk. So we've got one more game, Sunday Night Baseball. Huh?
Nothing. Carry on.
Good. I mean, you talk about derailing a show. Nobody does it better than you.
You asked me a question, I answered it, and you asked me it again.
So anyways, tonight we got the Cardinals and the Cubs. Okay. JoeyWerk. The Cardinals have the highest weighted runs created plus versus lefties. Second highest ISO. Not ISO. OPS. They just beat the shit out of left-handers. I think they do it tonight. Over 4.5 runs. Thoughts on tonight's game? And do you bet opposite me on this?
No, I agree. Goldschmidt has been smacking lefties. And Justin Steele has been, had a lot of trouble thus far this year, but also issuing a lot of free passes, which is, a recipe for disaster. Waino has been much better at home. He's going on the road here. Obviously, this is a game where we have to check. I'm not exactly sure what the weather's going to be, if the wind's blowing in or out. That's something I would definitely check before betting this game. Obviously, this is a late night game. And as we mentioned time and time again on these Sunday shows, most of these Sunday night baseball games have gone over. I think there's only been one under. And we got a short number, 8.5. If it's in Wrigley, obviously 8.5 would I would think that the wind is blowing in
5 miles an hour.
5 miles an hour in, so that's really not much.
Upper 60s. It'll be decent there.
Yeah. All right. So lean is with the Cardinals, but I'm not going to make anything official. I do expect them to score runs, as you mentioned, smashing lefties. Goldschmidt has been so hot versus lefties, but nothing official for me.
Okay. JJ?
Yeah, same here. And I'm going to add on to the knob slobbing of Paul Goldschmidt, who's been absolutely incredible this year. I think nearly a 16 OPS or 1600 OPS, 1.6 versus left-handed pitching. It's insane. Yeah. So the dude's just completely raking. And yeah, it's another decent spot for him. And again, we know this Cardinals team has a bunch of righties. I mean, look at their lineup up and down. So it's not a surprise they're the best hitting team in baseball versus left-handed pitching. But overall, this spot tonight, I haven't loved anything about Sunday Night Baseball since the beginning of the year. This is another spot I'm staying away from.
You're staying away. It's unfortunate.
There it is, Joe. There it is.
There it is. There it is. So, do we do anything at the end of the show, or we just say goodbye? Are there any specials? How do we do this, JJ? I don't even remember.
We'll do our best bets here. So my best bets, I got 3 of them. Marlins money line plus 105. Like Holden acts like this is the first show he's ever done with us.
Yeah, he's like, what's the format when you guys end the show? How does it normally work? Like,
what do we do at the end, guys?
I was hoping you didn't pay attention. I'm just sometimes you just need some levity in this show. You're so serious, Joey. You're like, I'm gonna bet this fucking die if you don't tell me. And then sometimes you want to have some fun.
Definitely never said that. We have fun.
You have not threatened murder. You're right. Let's set the line straight.
We didn't talk about any baseball. We talked about, your emojis that get you horny, all this shit. All right. So my best bets, Marlins money line plus 105, White Sox team total over 3.5 minus 105, Padres money line plus 114.
Okay. That's your turn.
What we learned today is Holden's biggest fantasy is getting hand jobs. That's what we all learned.
They're not good from women other than yourself. What you do is you take a little bit of felt, you put it up here like it's a blonde girl. You put 2 eyes and a nose and a mouth. It's the same thing, JJ. Just telling you, this is what we used to do in the 80s.
Again, no comment. So you
probably have a bush. Just give your plays. Let's get out of here.
My 3 best bets: Pirates D-backs over 7.5, Royals Astros over 9, and Athletics Red Sox under 7.5. And Holden, this is the part of the show most people really look forward to. Holden's locks.
Let's go. Guardians over 1.5 runs minus 3,200. I will continue to roll. Do we have 32 weeks, Apricina, of this show? How many weeks do we have to do? Because I got to get even. Maybe I should start backing it down to like plus 1,000. We
won't have this show for 32 weeks.
All right, minus 1,000 bets. We'll go from here on out. O's Guardians over 2.5 first 3 innings. Cardinals over 4.5 runs. Brandon Drury over 1.5 total bases.
Awesome.
That's fucking bullshit because he didn't have that. It's total whatever.
I will play back the clip where Tony said my favorite play on the slate today is Brandon Drury.
But he didn't have total bases. He said he liked them. We could go different ways. We could go triples. We could go home runs, but we didn't.
Just so we're clear, let's break this down fundamentally, right? My favorite play of the day is Brandon Jerry at 5K. Wouldn't the assumption be that Brandon Jerry is going to get more than 1.5 bases?
He didn't say he was going to do it.
Over a 12-game slate with.
He didn't say he was going to bet it.
Disgusting.
You're impossible.
Disgusting behavior. Just own the accountability, Holden. That's what we're here for. Disgusting behavior. You want to get me fired up? This is what gets me fired. Copyright Anthony Wade Niehaus.
He steals the shit from me. Oh, he admits it.
He
steals it from
you. He admits it. He literally admits it.
I don't know about that.
You love to see it. Folks, yes, head over to runpurebest.com. Check us out. See what we're all about. Joey and I have had a fantastic start to the month of June, and we're looking to continue it moving forward. Bets 25 off, gets you 25% off. You get everything, even the Discord access as well, where you get a little more personal, intimate access to us and Holden.
Did you see Bill Miner? I'm going hiking with his son. He told me earlier his son lives in Denver, so I got to track this kid down. It's going to be amazing today. That story went over just as well on the DFS side, as you probably watched. Yeah. All right. Whatever, dude.
I didn't even know what to say. Anyway, yes.
Hey, were we on at the beginning when I had to pee, or was that before the show? God damn it, JJ! That's unprofessional.
That was
unprofessional. We already started the show, and then you showed up.
Right, because I was doing another show.
Holden shows up 10 minutes late to the show, talks about how he's going to piss his pants for 3 minutes.
Yeah. And we're unprofessional.
We're unprofessional.
Correct.
I want to be in Holden's mind for a full day to see what that lack of accountability is like.
Don't you go bragging when that O's Guardians over 2.5 runs in the first 3 hits, JJ. Don't take credit for it, okay?
Nobody's taking credit, actually.
But yes, folks, I'm going to be heading over on the DFS side. If you're into NASCAR, big race today, I'll be talking with Coop and Kegger through it and calling bullshit on them as well. Yes, Holden, bullshit on them.
Why?
So yes, check out that show as well. It's always very informative. 2 of the best guys in the biz at NASCAR talking it, and then again, I just kind of move the show along. But yes, that's going to be starting in about 3 to 5 minutes on the Run Pure Sports DFS channel. So if you do anything with NASCAR, be sure to head over there. But yes, as always, folks, gamble responsibly, stay safe, and run pure.
Go fuck yourself.